The bucket knows all. The bucket sees all. The bucket rules over your miserable lives. Now, I hope you're ready for the bucket.
And back. Jump scare? Good. You're welcome. Oh, I can go back the elevator. Look at that.
Stanley said to the bucket. Can we go back up? When I was pressing those keypad buttons, there was something very intriguing about the number 3. I want to go back so I can try pressing the number 3 again. The bucket said nothing.
Okay. The number 3. Let's go. Number 3. Number 3. Number 3.
Here we are, said Stanley. Now I'm going to try out that number 3 button. He took the bucket over to the keypad and began absolutely slamming on the number 3 over and over and over. Wow, he said. The number 3 is such a special button. I'm having the time of my life. Stanley looked expectantly at the bucket, but the bucket remained silent. This was a shock to Stanley, who had always felt such a connection with the bucket. How was this not as exciting to the bucket as it was to him?
Yes, they always do that.
Stanley had had enough of the number 3. He got back in the elevator.
Number 3, let's go. You're right. Nice. wait, guys. Wait. Boob. Yes, sir. You know, Miracula, that's probably due to your time zone. All right, I'm going back to the elevator. Sai gives me big PP energy. The confidence. That's right.
Perhaps the bucket had missed
The
something.
confidence.
Perhaps it had not seen how much joy Stanley got from slamming the number 3 repeatedly.
Mm-hmm.
A hint of regret nagged in the back of Stanley's mind. Should he demonstrate? Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
We're not going there. We're going to the escape. Do it again? Deadass? Let's do it again?
No, said Stanley to the bucket. You can't go on yet. Not till you understand how much the number 3 means to me. You and I have been through so much together, and I just want you to see what I see. Feel the happiness I feel. He smiled at the bucket, and the bucket said,
What a way to waste time in this game. What a way to waste time. Simba's fucking Lord Command, dude.
Here we go, said Stanley. This time I'll really show you. He ran to the number 3 and began to wail on it like a musician on a beloved instrument, weaving a concerto of truth and passion. He wielded the number 3 like a fine artist would wield a paintbrush. He told stories through the number 3, stories of his dreams and hopes and fears. And the whole time, he looked to his bucket for a reaction of some kind. Anything to let him know that the bucket appreciated what he was doing. The bucket conveyed absolutely nothing at all.
I hate it here.
Silence. Crushed by a wave of dejection, Stanley returned to the elevator.
Fucking
Stanley and
Christ.
the bucket were so close. They'd always been there for one another. Why suddenly could the bucket not connect with this passion of Stanley's? The question caused Stanley to ruminate the whole way down the elevator. He knew that there must be a way to get
No,
through
you
to the
didn't,
bucket,
Ara.
to communicate
One of my
fully
mods
with
is
his
just
dear
a
friend.
troll.
Surely there was a solution, mustn't there be?
Oh.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door
No, we
that
don't.
read Mind Control
Later, Ara.
Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would
Good.
both meet a violent death.
I'm ready for me and the bucket to die together.
The door behind them was not shut. Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley and the bucket were knowingly walking forward into a very painful death for each of them.
Yes, sir. Bucket, this one's for us. Let's go, bucket. This one's for us, buddy.
As the machine
Don't
whirred
you
into
kill that
motion,
bucket?
Stanley and the bucket inched closer to their demise.
I have
Stanley
to.
reflected on how meaningless the bucket's
It's
warmth
the
and
only
comfort
way.
had turned out to be. To be sure, it puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket. But what use is a sense of
What
ease
else
when
can
you're
this
about to be
bucket
crushed to
offer
death?
me?
This is what Stanley thought. to
I've
himself.
got all
He
the
sort of
Stanley
kicked himself for wasting
figurines.
so much time carrying a bucket everywhere.
This bucket and I have been through plenty together. Now we die together. Oh,
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end, as it was crushed violently to death.
good. Finally. The Stanley Parable.
It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true that all buckets are radiant in their own way, but this one stood above the rest. It was a glorious bucket to behold.
Now we can truly appreciate the bucket for what the bucket is. The bucket welcomes you to the grand exhibit. You are standing at the precipice of knowledge. Much like a bucket itself, the human mind is frequently empty within, a cavernous void. I know how to read, fuck you. But through use of the exhibit in front of you, the mind becomes full and enriched and substantiated. Knowledge of the bucket and its history is the only true knowledge we really have. Will you take what you learn here out with you into the world? Will you accept with an open mind what may be challenging about the information in this exhibit? Will you change the lives of yourself and your loved ones as a result of this exhibit? Or will you turn a blind eye and continue to live as you were in ignorance and darkness? My bucket is gone, chat. I have no bucket. Bro. Welcome to the bucket exhibit.
How arrogant it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his own. Can you see the
Yes.
hubris that blinded him?
It's
Can you
mine!
see that the bucket is far more noble than Stanley will ever be in his short life?
Bastards. 25 buckets. A photograph of 25 buckets, the greatest number of buckets ever captured on camera. The photographer experienced catatonic shock for several weeks as a result of the euphoria from exposure to this many buckets at once. 300 bits should I use? I mean, if that's what you want to do for the sake of bucket, I won't stop you. Inferno bucket. A replica of the Inferno bucket, which in the medieval era was so powerfully alluring that it drove dozens of nations to war with one another for control of it. Billions died, and yet in spite of it all, the simple fact remains. No one can control a bucket. Oh shit. A cave drawing of the bucket. Hey, what's up, Nicholas? Hey, what's up, Neo? While we know that buckets predate the existence of mankind, we do not know by how long. This cave drawing depicts early man's discovery of the practical uses of the bucket, by which time the bucket had already likely been around for several millennia. Notice in these drawings how the bucket is allowing itself to be used, having judged humanity to be worthy of its treasures. A little delayed.
11,300 bits left. Should I use them all for the sake of the bucket?
Do it for the bucket.
No man
Hey, what's up,
can
pal?
own a bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one.
Hey, what's up, Cindy?
It is man who should kneel before the bucket.
True. I kneel. The hanging bucket. True. This piece symbolizes the necessary relationship between buckets and humanity. However clear our grasp of the bucket may be, there is yet more that is always out of reach. This distance, inevitability, is for our own good. Bucket! Oh, I grabbed the bucket.
But there is something we can do. Something we can do together, you and I, that will right this terrible wrong.
Oh no.
Let Stanley die. Let him be crushed.
Hey, yo! Yo, this female narrative is crazy.
By the machine. Don't reset the game. Don't give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket.
Are you
we can save
crazy?
the world's buckets from their treatment as tools and implements if only we let Stanley die together.
Hey, yo, chill!
Take its place as ruler, as leader, as commander of a new world, a new vision.
I could reset the game right now. Save Stanley, save the bucket. The camera's shaking the back. I'm sorry, Stanley. But you must die. The end is never the end. Ooh, no narrator. Whoa, whoa!
Stanley, I'm sorry, but I have to put a pause on things. It's those figurines. Those figglers. I haven't stopped thinking about them since you nabbed every last one. Wasn't it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life? Didn't it fill you to the brim with inner richness? Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone? I would love nothing more than to revisit the figurines. Just one more time.
I feel like there's a mistake. When Stanley found the collectibles. Alright, I guess we want me to go into the basement.
Here's where it all began. The first collectible. Back then, we had no idea of how many of them we'd find. Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain? We were so innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stanley.
Yo, let's go! 7! 7!
And here was a second Stanlerine. You found this one all on your own, just by poking
That's
around
me.
in the boss's bathroom. You did that, Stanley. I'll be honest. Back then, I had no faith in you to find any of them, let alone 6. But you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways.
You know, that's how I am. Mundane and unremarkable.
Okay, let's do a little quiz. Which of these rooms was the room you found your 3rd mini stand? Can you remember?
Yes. It was right here.
No. The warehouse was the 4th place you found a Stanley, not the 3rd. Well, I guess perhaps I shouldn't be surprised. Memories like these are so precious and so cherished.
Let me back.
They all just sort of blend together, don't they? You know
This
what?
was really
If
the
the
4th.
warehouse feels like the 3rd place you found a collectible, then who am I to go making judgments? Let's see. What came next? Oh, yes, we found a Figley in this pink room.
Nope.
Oh, well, I can't actually say I remember being in this room, but it's here in the memory zone, so it must have happened.
Nope. Not even close. Totally didn't have it in there.
This was the 5th mini stand, and this one was really something special. It
True.
was by the red and blue doors. I remember it so clearly.
Me
In
too.
fact, because this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate the occasion.
Oh, dear Lord, no. Yo, shout out to Windows Movie Maker. Oh, God. Yo, raise your hand in chat if you are this old. Raise your hand in chat. Raise your hand in chat. All that's missing is the fucking fraps or the cam shit at the top of the video. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yo, that's 100 subs.
Takes you back, doesn't it?
Yo, can we
I
get
spent
100
a lot
subs
of
for that
time making
nostalgia?
video, but
True.
It was 8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
Oh, yeah.
And then, Stanley, then we came to the last collectible, the final figurine, right here, under the stairs. This
True.
memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind, perhaps because it was the one that happened more recently than all the others.
True.
Who can truly say how the mind works? All I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a Figley and I thought to myself, yes, that's all.
Yes,
They're all
Figlies.
correct. It was a moment
Figlies.
unlike any other. Except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly like.
Oh. And now I have 12.
And then there was no more. Because we've caught up to the present moment. Nothing
True.
left to do but move onward into the future. Goodbye, memory zone.
True. Oh, that's the end. It's over.
No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on. Stop the loading screen. Isn't there some way we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines? Let's just go backwards. We'll do the memory zone again from the opposite direction. See how that feels.
Aight, chill.
Okay, yes, that spot under the stairs. I remember this. I must say, of all the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the memory zone, this one is the most distinct and clear in my mind. Let's keep going. I want more.
I want more. More. Yo, you better have another video for this one.
That video. Don't you remember the video we watched?
Play it again. Good.
Yeah.
Good video.
I love that video.
The pink room is still not true.
Still don't remember the pink room, Stanley. Still no memory of this one. Good room, though. A solid room. These really were a treat to hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have neutered the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I don't
know about all that.
We resisted the temptation. Next one.
Can I get a reward? Give me a reward. Give it to me, please. Come on, baby, give it to me. Give it to me. Come on, give me the reward. Give it to me. Give me the reward.
Second, Figley. Don't you remember? Yes,
Open
I
the door.
remember it too.
Open the door. Open the door.
Is
Thank
truly
you.
a wonderful thing. Why does anyone ever choose to leave it? Keep going. This is it. The very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the figlarines. Oh, I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this?
Oh, God, no. Oh, dear Lord. Get me out of here,
Look,
dude.
it's the terrible new content that we were originally sold on. I remember hating it back then, but time does put a rosy filter on everything. In fact, I dare say I'm actually quite fond of it now. Oh, yes, the two doors. Who could have forgotten that? A classic memory, this one. And before everything else, there was your office. Is there anything else? Was there something that came before your office?
Yeah, the
There's
code.
something I
The
feel
concept.
I can remember. Yes, I'm remembering something now.
What?
I remember before this whole story got started. Back then I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then
What?
somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I
Oh?
became lazy, and I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. He would make the decisions. He would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. Why did I invent Stanley? Was I lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship. And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction. But I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again. I want to go back to how it used to be. Yes, I can be on my own again. I can do it. I'll be stronger this time. I'll take care of myself.
Are we
I don't
resetting
need
the entire
Stanley
game now?
anymore. Oh, but he truly was so much fun to play with. You know what?
Is this like the
In my
DLC
memory
ending?
zone, how about one more good memory? Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good. I enjoy telling his story so very much. Okay, here we go.
I feel like there's a
This
trap.
is the story of a man named Stanley.
What a way to loop it. What a way to loop it. That was kind of hot.
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure
What?
of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
Fuck it.
The embrace of an old friend, a weathered companionship that stands the test of time.
Huh.
Stanley clutched the bucket
Which
tightly
way do
to
we
his
go this
chest
time,
and
chat?
entered the door on his left.
I'm trying to think what we could do.
This was not
We're gonna go
the
down the
correct
elevator.
meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him
Later,
that
Shadow.
the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Well, no, never mind.
Yeah, I did walk
was
off the
wrong.
platform with the bucket.
Stanley took the door on his
Here,
left.
this is what
took
we're
a
gonna do. We're gonna go down this
considerable
elevator.
detour through the maintenance section and walk straight ahead to the opposite door.
We're going down. Better cheesy man.
Oh, good, Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find this place
Oh
eventually.
God, I forgot about
You
this.
see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley.
Nope. Nope. I'm good.
I can't wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and laugh
Fuck
at the
the
time I
bucket.
thought everyone had gone missing. When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it.
Oh, you're right. I didn't answer the phone. That is a good way of doing it. Answer the phone with the bucket. I didn't do that. You're right.
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would... The bucket made Stanley want to be a better man and a better co-worker. In time, perhaps, he would become both of those. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room. No, said the bucket.
No.
Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Good, said the bucket. Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do. Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Gonna answer the phone and live a happy life with
here,
bucket,
said the bucket. Go into this dark room over here. Stanley once again obeyed blindly. Now pick up the phone. This is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket. Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend. And then, very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him.
bro. This is the best ending. I got a nice house. Bucket! Hello, Stanley. It's me, your bucket. To take me to work with you. I don't want to go to work. I want to go to the bedroom with you, bucket. I want to go to the bedroom with you, bucket. Oh.
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship. It doesn't literally talk and give you orders. Whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head.
Yeah, let's go back home, buddy.
Lately, I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned as well? To see him delusional like this, obsessing over an inanimate metal object? I want to say something to him, but I don't know how I can convince him. I don't know if he'll listen to me.
To go back to work? Sure.
Oh, I'll try anyway. Stanley, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Listen to me. It's just a bucket. It can't think. It can't talk. All it will ever truly do for you,
You would
is
never know.
effectively transfer a liquid from one location to a different
You
location.
wouldn't know
That's
anything
it.
about my bucket.
It doesn't do anything else.
Hey, what's up, Blazing? Thank you for the raid. Welcome, 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 Raiders. Hope you had a good stream. No, this bucket, I needed in my life. Don't listen to the loud man. Press circle for us to go back home. Yes, my sweet.
You see, he's not listening. He's still taking orders from the bucket. You know, once upon a time, it was me he took orders from.
There
Me
it
he
is.
trusted and listened to. Now all he cares about is his awful bucket. His stupid hunk of metal.
How dare you? How dare you call my sweet stupid?
It's sad, but I suppose he doesn't need me anymore.
I don't.
The bucket knows all. The bucket sees all. Everything comes back to the bucket. For the bucket is the center of the universe. Glory
Wisp.
to the bucket.
Wisp, thank you for the 11,000 bits. Holy fuck.
From now on, he's just going to cling to
All
this bucket, this
hail the
cold,
bucket.
empty bucket. This
It's not
sort of
cold and empty.
shiny bucket. Well, I'll give it this. The bucket does have a nice shine to it.
Hey, it's my bucket! Mine! My bucket! You believe I'm real, don't you, Oh, yes, I believe you're real. Good.
Yes, I suppose on closer inspection that it doesn't quite...
It's my
have
bucket!
the harmony.
Mine!
It's just a little more, what am I trying to say?
My
Sturdier,
bucket.
more capable of transporting liquid.
It's
Like
mine.
better at moving an amount of water from one room to another.
Press X to relive this same day with me over and over, of course.
Oh my God, what am I I saying? Better at carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's
Yes.
literally just a bucket.
My favorite
Why do I feel
bucket.
some need to point out the ways in which it's so much more than just a regular bucket?
It's amazing.
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
I'm having feelings. For the bucket.
Oh, I have
No,
feelings.
no. What's going on? Why do I want to be with the bucket?
Oh,
Hear what the
bucket,
bucket has
baby.
to say. Do
I'ma
anything it
show you a
asks.
good
What's
night,
wrong with me? I
bucket.
don't understand. Perhaps if I had the bucket, this
No.
would be less confusing. Yes.
It's my
The
bucket.
bucket could tell me what to do in this troublesome situation.
It's my
Stanley,
bucket.
give me the bucket.
No!
Give it to me. Give me the bucket, Stanley.
No!
I need it.
It's
Give it to me
mine.
now. Give it
No! No! Bucket. Go back to work, Stanley. Yes, bucket, son. Oh. He said he'd only tell one more. Fucking liar.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
They lied to me. They said,
Not everyone is so lucky to have a bucket, but Stanley is a very lucky fellow. Very lucky indeed.
he wants you. But he can't have you. You're mine.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
I go to the left. Reboot the game entirely? What?
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort
What?
now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
Why? Reboot the game entirely, but why?
Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet, simply because I have no remaining stickers. If I did, you can guarantee we'd be... Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Back here again, I see. How do I get that fucked up version of The Office? Because I deadass don't remember. You know that green one? Stanley. Hey, what's up, Anonymous? We didn't go down at all. Where I unplugged the
Stepping
phone.
into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight
Dude,
of
this
this
shit
revelation,
again?
Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire, if not for the...
I'm doing all good.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a
Fuck the
memo.
bucket.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this
Time
was
to break
not
the game.
correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Let's break the
Perhaps he wanted to
game.
stop by the employee lounge first.
Let's
just to
break the
admire
game.
It was okay.
You should ride up and down the
But
elevator
eager to
that
get
leads
back
to the
business,
escape
Stanley
ending.
took the
Oh, I did
first
that
open
though.
door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't far
Knocking
years
on the
ago.
doors?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
I
I'm
didn't
not
finish
blaming
it?
Me, really, I'm not. I realize that investing in
How many
your
times did
trust
I
in
have to do
someone
that?
else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
I did jump off the cargo
Yes.
lift.
Stop trying to make
Multiple
every
times.
decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do... Oh, no, you can't... Did you just unplug the phone?
I did.
But that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check.
Letter poison.
No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits.
There it is.
Not
There it
picking up the
is.
phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
I'm a real boy. I'm a real boy.
I can't believe
Yes, that's right. I'm a
This
real
is why
boy.
you've been able to make
Now
correct and
open the
incorrect
door.
choices. And to think I've been letting you run
Open
around in this game
the
for so
door.
long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you would have negated it entirely.
door.
It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic
Open
safety protocol
the
for
door,
real-world decision-making. Or
you
did you not grasp
filthy
the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my
Open the
watch.
door.
I'm going to
Open
stop
the
the
door.
game for a moment so we can
Open the
educate you
door.
properly on safe decision-making.
I'm open.
Please observe this info instructional video.
Oh, thank you.
Choice.
Oh God, bro, stop,
Hard.
stop. I'm done. I don't want to deal with this. I don't wanna. You know what? I'm gonna do one more ending because someone pointed it out. Apparently, if I grab the
Someone was
bucket,
following
enter the
Stanley.
boss's
He
office,
was
but
sure
leave
of
the
it.
boss's
If he
office, I
checked
get an
over his
ending.
shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It takes a lot of humility to
Hope your stream was good.
It was super fun.
Stanley
Heckin'
checked
Little
his
Hope
ego
wasn't
and
fucking
then
working.
proceeded.
Oh,
Stanley clutched
We
the
tried
bucket
again. We
tightly
think
to his chest and
the way
entered
that
the
it
door
got like
of
shut
life.
down because Steam went down last week. We think it fucked up our like.
oh,
save.
like the cloud save, sure.
Yeah,
Still
so
no
it
one was
just wasn't
here.
working.
Stanley needed the
So
bucket's
we
warmth
stopped
and
playing
comfort
Yakuza
now
for the last
more
3
than
hours.
ever.
Oh, nice.
Perhaps
And it
his
was
boss's
we tried
office.
for
Yeah, I've never
hours.
played it.
Coming to a staircase.
it's
I
so
recommend this
Bucket
game.
walked upstairs
This
to
game
the
is
Good.
fucking
boss's office.
stupid.
What game is it?
Stanley Parable.
What is it?
The Stanley Parable.
No, I know. I'm just like, what's it about?
Oh, well, that's.
Well.
Stepping
Nope.
I'm
Stepping into what, bitch?
gonna have some water.
Can you give me some too? All right, cool. Enjoy yourself. Oh, the door's wide open. Well. Okay. I guess I just go back. Oh yeah, that door's wide open. Whoa, hello. I'm 428. Yes, sir. Oh. You are now leaving. Escape pod bay. What the fuck? Okay. I was only able to manage to do this because of my bucket chat. It's all thanks to the bucket. If it wasn't for the bucket, I wouldn't be here where I am today. This bucket changed my life. This bucket truly inspired me to do and become the cyborg that I am today. So I thank this bucket. Because together, we are gonna break free. Come on, bucket. Let's go. All hail the bucket. It's you and me, baby. We're getting out of this place. Goodbye! It's the last goodbye. Only one of us can fit. And bucket, I think it's you. You were meant to escape. Shh. It's alright, bucket. I knew how this was gonna go. And if one of us were to be saved, it'd be you. Shh, it's alright. You go on, live a full life. Be out of the loop. And I'll see you on the other side. I love you, Bucket. The end is never the end. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, now, but can I do that without the bucket?
Yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley just needed to get to the meeting room, and from then on, he would never be alone ever again.
I'm sorry. It was the only way. We set the bucket free.
When Stanley came to a set
It was
of
the
two
right thing
open
to do,
doors,
Chad.
he entered the door on his left.
I wonder if I can do it. Without bucket. Reset the game into, I mean,
Yet
without
there was
bucket,
not
I
a
might as
single
well.
person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned
That's
around
fair.
and got back on track. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
That's fair. Bro, and before my boss is bucket.
No! His manager's office. How wonderful.
Why did that sound so
Stanley was
genuine?
alone. Finally, this is
The bucket!
he thought to himself. This is what
Oh.
I wanted all along. I got what I wanted.
A replacement bucket. No. You'll never be good enough. You're not the same.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
We'll know.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave
False
of
idol
disbelief,
indeed.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I'm pissed. He replaced bucket.
The moment
Oh, that shit worked. Let's go. Suck my dick. Now I'll be able to join bucket. It'll be me and bucket. I don't know how long it's been since bucket has been waiting for me. Could have been minutes, hours, days, years. I don't know. I don't know. You're not him. And you never will be. I'm coming, bucket. I'm joining bucket. I'm coming. I'm gonna see my bucket. on the other side, just like I told him. And we'll be together again. You know, unless he left me, you know. Then, he's a fucking slut. But we got this. Bucket waited for us, chat. Bucket wouldn't do this to us. Our Bucket wouldn't do that. Exactly, Wisp. We're coming, Bucket. We're coming. And here we go. Escape pod launch bay. I'm here. I'm coming, Bucket. There it is. I'm forever trapped in this hell. I thought it'd be out of the loop. But turns out.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Turns out.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Wait. Bucket? Is that you, Bucket? Bucket, you're back. Bucket.
Stanley cradled the bucket in a gentle embrace, protective yet delicate, assertive yet compassionate.
At least we're trapped in here together, Bucket. Alright, anyway, what's this last thing I need? I need to go up and down the elevator or whatever the fuck.
His chest and entered the door on his left.
Up and down and all around. Boop, 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 boop.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
To the boss's office.
I'll bite. What the fuck was that?
Office, Stanley was once again
What do you mean?
stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
It's called acting.
Crushed
All right.
by the weight of this revelation, but Stanley
thank you.
guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
I said I just wanted to give.
Ah, well, thank you for hug. Go. 3 endings left with this miserable bucket. This isn't even our actual bucket. The actual ending, you have to reboot. How do I reboot the game entirely? I hate how you can do.
Sorry.
What are you saying?
It's a song that my dad used to sing to me.
What?
Have you never heard it?
No.
How am I crazy?
Must be a Canadian thing. What? It might be.
Probably.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Okay.
Wait, Stanley.
All right,
said to
later,
the
Nicholas.
bucket. Can we go back up? When I was pressing those keypad buttons, there was something very.
There's a reason
intriguing about
voiceover
the
is
number
called
3.
voice acting.
I want to go
Yeah.
back so I can try
called
pressing the
acting.
number 3 again.
I acted.
The bucket said nothing.
I was pretty cringe and I acted all depressed because this bucket left me because I let him go because he was my true love. And then they replaced him with an imposter and it literally said replacement bucket and I was like, you're not the same. And I went running after my actual bucket and then
Here we are,
turns
said
out we
Stanley.
were both
Now,
stuck
I'm
in
going
this
to try out that number
loop
3
for the rest of our lives.
He took the bucket over to the keypad and began absolutely
Yeah.
slamming. Well, he said, the number 3 is such a special button. I'm having the time of my life. Stanley looked
Yeah, I love you too.
expectantly at the bucket, but the bucket remained silent. This
Close
was
the
a
game and
shock to
reopen it,
Stanley,
but
who had
I'll do that
always
after.
felt such connection with the bucket. How was
Later,
this
glasses,
not
geek.
as exciting to the bucket as it was to him?
How many times do I have to do this?
Had enough of the number 3. He got back in the elevator.
The last goodbye.
Perhaps the bucket had missed something. Perhaps it had not seen how much slamming the number 3 repeatedly.
You mean your I love for the bucket was all an act?
Of Stanley's mind.
I was just
saying
that because Hayden was in the same room, guys. I was just saying that because Hayden was in the same room. I didn't mean it. You know what I mean?
No, said Stanley to
Come on, guys. You know I
You
love the
can't
bucket.
go on yet.
I'm not gonna
till you
tell you, I
understand how
hate
much
him,
the
but I
number
love the
3
bucket,
means
you
to
know?
me.
That's
You and I
fucking
have been
weird.
through so much together, and I just want you to see what I see. Feel the happiness I feel. He smiled at the bucket, and the bucket said nothing.
The ultimate ship Psy X bucket. That's funny. So how many times do I have to do this number 3 shit?
Here we go, said Stanley. This time I'll really show you. He ran to the number 3 and began to wail on it like a musician on a beloved instrument, weaving a concerto of truth and passion. He wielded the number 3 like a fine...
Sadly,
artist
till
would
the
wield a
elevator
paintbrush.
breaks.
He told stories through the number 3, stories of his dreams and hopes and fears. And the whole time, he looked to his bucket for a reaction of some kind. Anything to let him know that the bucket appreciated what he was doing. The bucket conveyed absolutely nothing at all, only silence. Crushed by a wave of dejection, Stanley returned to the elevator. Stanley and the bucket were so close, they'd always been there for one another. Why suddenly could the bucket not connect with this passion of Stanley's? The question caused Stanley to ruminate the whole way down the elevator. He knew that there must be a way to get through to the bucket, to communicate fully with his dear friend. Surely there was a solution, mustn't there be?
Going back up. Hey, Denim. Thank you for the sub.
Said Stanley. I know what to do. I know how to fully express this feeling in my heart.
Let's
He
go.
decided right then and there that he would hold a press conference
What?
where he would speak to the public on all matters relating to pressing the number 3 over and over. He would elaborate fully on what the number 3
Who the
meant
fuck
to
is
him
that?
and why he felt so alive
Oh.
when pressed.
Did you guys see that? Did you guys... Hold up. No, you fucking whore. Do the video. Hold on. The last minute. Check the shit.
Into pressing the number 3 over and over.
Check this shit.
He would elaborate.
Right there. You see that, chat? See him? You probably can't. I can't enhance. Right above the bucket, there's a figure right there. Look! Chat, do you see it? Hold on. Hold on. Do you see it? Right above the bucket? I increased the brightness for you. Dude, there's a model right there. Bro, look! Look! He's right next to the thing! Oh God, I wish I could zoom in. Here, chat, hold on. Hold on. Chat, look. Look. He's right there. Dude, look. Do you see it? Well, right now you can't, but like... Hold on. Let me rewind for you.
I know what to do. I know how to fully express this
Hold on.
in my heart.
Hold on, chat.
He decided right there
I got you.
that he would
Wait
hold
for
a
it.
press conference where he would speak to the
Wait for it.
public on all matters relating
Wait for
to
it.
pressing the
When it
number
gets red,
over and over.
right around... There. There he is. There he is. There he is. There's the culprit. Who the fuck is that next to that truck? Who is that? Who the fuck is that creepy pasta looking fuck? And if anyone tells me that's a pipe, sir, you're on quack. Look at him! Bro, Stanley looking like, starting to look like a fucking wharf stash over here. Anyway.
Then the bucket would be able to see his joy through the eyes of others.
That's a
It would
bucket
get
thief.
to see the world react to this discovery of Stanley's. And it would be through the public eye that the bucket would finally understand
what the fuck?
Stanley's work. For months, he advertised
All eyes
and
on
marketed
Stanley.
his
Yo, that's
press
the 12
conference,
minutes fucking
building
poster.
excitement around it, developing and rehearsing it until it couldn't
Could
be
that be the
refined
narrator
a single
possibly?
measure further.
Maybe. World's
When the big
healthiest
day
human
arrived,
beings.
Stanley was as prepared as he'd ever been for anything in his life.
Dude, I'm about to give a TED talk about the number 3. Let's go. World peace, baby. Door stage. The Stanley Parable Stanley tonight live on stage. True. World's first sentient machine. True. 33333333333. 427.
This
That's
was
me.
it. One last chance to win the bucket over. One opportunity to share a true connection with a loved one.
Bro, Stanley's weird. Let's go. The number 3. Let me tell you why it's the most important number on the planet.
There was no one here. Nobody had come to the press conference to hear Stanley speak.
What?
To listen to him talk about what it really means to press the number 3 on a keypad over and over. He was unloved, uninteresting. He was a failure. And in that moment,
Bro.
Stanley knew that the bucket would never again take him seriously.
What?
There would be no connection, no deeper understanding. The bucket merely sat there in his arms, indifferent. And so it began that slowly, over many years, the two of them grew more and more
We got a
distant.
divorce.
They spoke less and less, neither wishing to state the obvious, that any sense of real respect between them had eroded since that day at the press conference. There would be no more games, no more long conversations about passion and pursuit, only a silence that consumed the space between friends. And Stanley, having for once in his life discovered the warmth and comfort of true companionship, was cast back into the unremarkable normalcy of loneliness.
Well. Oh. I hate it here. So wait, what are the last 2 endings
All
with
his
the bucket?
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Stanley's bucket, the only co-worker he would ever truly need.
What other endings do I need? It's go back?
Stanley clung the bucket to his cheek.
To my
Co-workers really
cheeks.
all be gone?
Go to the desk and walk against it? What desk? Which desk? You gotta be more specific than that. 4333. Face the window? Oh, I need to go to the window. I meant, oh. Oh, hello? The fuck? How'd I do that? I normally can't do that. Hey, yo? Am I breaking game? Oh!
Yes, whispered the bucket into Stanley's ear. We've done it. We've escaped from that dark office and that pesky narrator. At last, out here in the white void, we are alone. Now, and for the first time, I can reveal to you my true self. The bucket began to tell Stanley of its life and its history, of the countless wars it witnessed, desecrating the land and lives of untold numbers of innocent humans, and the bucket's own complicity therein, of sadness and regret, and the many years it spent dwelling on the actions it might have taken to curb the madness and the decay, if only it had been stronger, of hope and redemption, and its crusade to uplift the stock of life for the common man, to manifest justice where none existed, and the bittersweet reality of time, to see one's dreams and wishes met halfway, meted out in parcels like charity, and abandoned as soon as the warm glow of inspiration begins to dim. The opportunities to do so much more. There was so much it could have done, perhaps. The bucket wondered to itself. Perhaps if it had seen its own darkness.
Cat, thank you for the sub.
Perception. This was way too much for Stanley.
What are you talking about?
He screamed.
You're a bucket!
To this, the bucket furrowed its brow.
No,
said the bucket.
not since the evil wizard Gambharata first ensnared me in his machinations as payback for the sacred amulet I stole from his treasured vaults. I was young back then and could not conceive the ramifications of... No!
Stanley screamed even louder this time.
This is stupid! You are a bucket!
Yo,
this is so
you are a toy.
stupid. Why are we even doing this?
As Stanley screamed and
How dare you.
screamed, the bucket revealed its true form, transforming into a mighty beast of untold power, its fangs glistening like...
Yeah, that's that. Hey, yo.
My God, Stanley, you did it. You saved us from the bucket. Thank God you already had all 12 emblems of sages and knew the incantations to summon their true power. Otherwise,
what?
we would have easily been overwhelmed by the bucket's power. I'm speechless. You've demonstrated such bravery here today. Come, let's restart the game, and we'll agree to never again go trifling with this bucket, nor the dark magic cast away inside.
Remember, chat, this bucket was an imposter. Not the real bucket.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
All right, so what's the last one?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Hey, what's up, Nemu? So, okay, so is the last one restarting the game completely? Or is there another one that I should be aware of? No, Nemu, this bucket is an imposter. We let the real bucket vanish. We set the real bucket free. This bucket is nothing but a lousy fucking replacement. Doing the same thing with the chair next to the light button to reach the bottom of the facility? What? The chair. You could do the window without the bucket? Oh, true. Let me do that. Original bucket went home.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Let me on there. Let me on there. Let me get in there. Let me get in there. Yeah, I did it.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he
I
heard
did.
this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure.
Not even close to what I
and
said.
its examination of structural narrative tropes. So,
No,
now that
not
you're
even
here,
close.
what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be?
Not really.
Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in?
You're terrible.
Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Yes. Yes.
Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just restart the game any old time you want, like right now. You could have
Do
done
it.
it just then. Now
Do it for
would
me.
also be an appropriate time to quit. Any of
Do it
these
for me.
points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate.
I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game.
How about you do it for me?
Just to push
Do
the
it for me.
envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain.
Bet. Putting the controller down. We'll see what happens. Hey, chat. Time for an AMA.
There was a man named Stanley, who people considered so manly. But the truth must be told, he was not.
He's gonna run out of fucking dialogue eventually.
Quite particularly gangly.
You can't say that.
What Stanley liked most was buttons. He pushed them like some kind of glutton. He did it all.
So wait, what's the chair one?
Meaningful way.
So do I have to go all the way down to mind control and then do those buttons in an order?
Which is why he is in this parable and lives an existence quite terrible. And if you are not strong,
I have no idea what to expect from Joel's book.
Along, you too will become quite unbearable. Yes. You too will become quite unbearable.
Yeah, keep strumming. So yeah, when it comes to the last bucket ending, we go to mind control, and then what? Is that what we have to do? No need to do the buttons, just use the chair to jump to the bottom of the room? I have no idea what you're talking about, actually. On the TV room. All right, well. You guys are gonna have to point out this TV room. Like the big one where you pick between the two. Oh. Hello? Hello? I can't pick it up. Oh, is it this one?
Good morning. Thank you for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation. We are confirming your shipment of 1,327 cardboard boxes to your place of work. Can you verify that this is correct?
Yes.
Excellent. Your order will arrive shortly. Thank you again for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation.
Okay. Come on, bucket.
Is Stanley, without the bucket, really Stanley at all? No, no, surely not.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest.
All right, to the mind control room.
The door on his left. Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket.
We got this, chat.
Now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers. Coming to a
Fall into the center of the room.
Upstairs to the boss's office.
I mean, we'll see what happens.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned.
And this might be the last one I do, because then I gotta wrap it.
Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew?
Open the door. Open the door. Open the door. Thank you.
This is certainly the most logical explanation.
Oh, well, after this one, I'll restart the game entirely. And then... Because that's supposedly an ending. This shit is like Markiplier.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
So you're saying instead of pressing the button, get on the chair? Oh! Let's go!
But just as Stanley was about to proceed further into the mind control facility, he tripped and fell over the railing and into the dark void below. Thankfully, he fell directly onto the bucket, which safely cushioned his fall. Now, what to do next, Stanley wondered. Stanley and the bucket could find no way out of this enormous pit, and so eventually they decided that the best thing to do would be to simply get comfortable down here. So they set up a little couch and relaxed. It really wasn't so bad down here, a bit cold perhaps. After some time had gone by, they installed a few shelves as well, and a sort of kitchenette that was useful for when the bucket was craving paninis.
True.
But it wasn't until the rugs and the standing lamps came in that it really started to feel.
We did get all those happiness orders, chat.
After some time, Stanley realized that it had been ages since he had even thought of the mind control facility at all. He'd never gotten to fully explore what was up there, never been able to unearth the many mysteries of the mind control facility. This lack of closure began to eat at him. Soon he was dwelling on his regrets, and the state of their home slowly decayed as Stanley became withdrawn and neglected the cleaning. It unsettled the bucket deeply. Stanley wasn't usually like this. The bucket tried to reach out to him again and again, but to no avail. All Stanley could think about, all he could talk about, was going back, doing it over again.
Fuck this shit, man.
It was a mistake to leave the path. It was a mistake. It was a mistake. I need to do what the narrator says. I need to see the true ending. This made no sense at all.
There is no true ending.
Trying to live its life down here as comfortably as possible. Yet Stanley was unconsolable. This isn't an ending. This is just a hole in the ground. The bucket sighed.
Oh yeah, it's still up there, huh?
It wasn't an ending, but it's where we happen to be. And maybe, possibly, if we accept the reality of things, maybe this will become an ending eventually. It's what the bucket was counting on. The two of them waited for a very long time.
Did we grow old together? Oh. Well, that's it, right? The boxes
were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I got the boxes. Let's go, boxes. All right, chat. I'm gonna do it. So you're saying I have to quit to the menu? Or are you saying I have to restart the game entirely? Fully close the game? How do I beat the game? Dude, I also have no idea why this capture card makes it so it desyncs everything. Specifically on OBS. I don't know why. That's how it's called, Destroyer. Alright, let's see it. Oh, shit. Enter the current time. It is almost midnight. I could have just done this. Hang on, hang on. Okay, hanging on. Before we get started, can I just say something? Thank you for actually setting the clock both times you've booted up the game. A lot of people don't take that step seriously. They just leave the clock set at 12 and call it a day. But you're actually taking the time to set the clock, and I actually appreciate that. That's how I know that you care about this experience. You're paying attention. I don't even have any way of knowing if the times you're setting are correct. Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. Okay, I like deals. Since you've been so cooperative, next time you boot up the game and see the screen, just set the clock to your favorite time. Go ahead, pick whichever time you want, even if it's not the correct time. You've earned it. All right, I'll let you get back to the video game now. Bet. Begin the game. Still a Stanley parable too, I see. Oh.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
It sure is.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427.
I have to close the game and reboot it. Oh, welcome back. Quit the game and start again. I have to do it 2 to 3 more times. Close the game. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know why. All right. Hey, they said set my favorite time. I'm not going to do that. There we go. Your favorite time of the day. Or could you simply not resist giving me the correct time again? After all, I know how much you enjoy setting the time correctly. Okay, now I'm curious how accurate 11:55 p.m. is. Let's use another slider to find out. Very accurate, actually. Well, now it's 11:56, but whatever. You know, can I just say, regardless of the accuracy of the clock, I'm having a great time adjusting these settings. I feel like I'm learning more about you and how you like things to be set. It's good to collect data. I wish we had more sliders, but we've gone through all the sliders I have. Perhaps I can invent some new sliders to gather new data on you. Shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, let me whip a couple of new ones. Should be ready by the next time you boot up the game. The game is very self-aware and I love it. The Stanley Parable 2. Begin the game! No epilogue yet. Do I have to reset it again? I feel like I have to reset it again. Reset the game once more! Let's go! A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Please adjust the slider until the computer is barely visible. Until the dog and the cat are friends. I mean, you know. Until the number 5 becomes the number 9. What the fuck? Hold on, now I want to see. 9. Until you stop adjusting the slider. Which of the 2 made-up words below is most appealing to you? The scrumtush, because I can actually say it. Please don't adjust the slider, but... Yes. The time is the time that it is right now the correct time? Yes. What time is it anyway? Yes. Is there anything about yourself that you haven't told me? Yes. Help. No. Will you come back to visit me? Yes. Hey, I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest, chat. No epilogue yet! No epilogue yet.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Do I reset the game one more time? Reboot again? I really don't know why my audio is desynced so much. Yeah, it's so delayed. Hold up. What time is it? Does anyone really truly know? Of course they don't. Nobody knows anything. You and I don't even know each other. We're like strangers. Sure, I've adjusted all of the game's settings to your exact specifications, but who hasn't? It's just what I do, like a day job. And now, the job is over. There's no information for me to gather. I've collected all of the data on you that I can. I still don't really know you. And you don't know me. And neither of us know what time it is. I guess some settings are just unsettable. But if I'm being totally honest, the clock doesn't do anything in the game anyway. You won't have me here when the game starts next time. But that's okay. Video games were meant to be played alone. You like being alone, don't you? That's maybe the only information I really learned about you. Well, it's time for me to leave. There's still one more setting that we need to adjust, but it may take a little more time before I'm ready for that. It's not really in my job description, but that's okay. Perhaps you'll see me again, if you can find me. Talk soon. Ooh, bitch! What that mean? That cryptic. Epilogue! Let's go, chat. Epilogue. Is that the man beside the truck? That is what I thought. Many, many years later. Oh, we were here! Bro, this is the first one we got. Bro. We were here. We were here like 5 hours ago. There's gonna be a sandworm, isn't there? Oh. Why did that happen as I said that? Oh. A log? A chair? A little fire? Bucket, are you out here? Can I? Oh. All the chairs. I have to find Bucket. Bucket! Bucket! I see something in the distance. I thought I did, but I see stars. Will I ever find Bucket? It's been so long. I see glimmers in the distance, but I never know if they're my friend or if I'm just hallucinating. I made it back. The memory zone. Bucket. There's a generator in here. The Stanley parable too. This is different. The in loving memory. Oh God. What's happening? Did Bucket make it out? It's E3, yo, fags. Oh, the new Firewatch looks fucking crazy. Bro, I love Bendy and the Ink Machine. Cookie Nine's blog. Review The Stanley Parable 2. Like so many, I enjoyed my time with the original Stanley Parable, which underscores how truly disappointed I am with its sequel. Where the first game teamed with originality, the Stanley Parable 2 is dull, uninspired, and often insulting to its fanbase. Rather than expand on what made the first game enjoyable, the sequel veers off into territory nobody asked for. An infinitely deep hole, who cares? Or the new endings? What about enjoyable bits from the Stanley Parable 1, like the adventure line? Instead, we get an uninspired side quest collecting figurines. Even this diversion feels incomplete. Collecting all the figurines gives you nothing. I must say, though, I found the bucket to be quite comforting. A welcome reprieve from... I can't see anything. But there's more. We have to keep pressing forward, chat. Stanley Parable's developers. No more spin-offs. No more sequels. Maybe.
Jim.
We found one, chat.
Jim.
Let's go, Jim. When the Stanley Parable launched to massive success in 2013, its creators made plans to build the property into an entire franchise. But a disastrous critical and commercial reception to the Stanley Parable 2 has prompted the developers to rethink their ambitions, as outlined in a press release they published today. It's clear that more Stanley Parable is just not what the fans want. Reads the press release. We thought that we had a vision for the series that players would be excited about, yet it turns out this could not have been farther from the truth. The press release goes on to promise to preserve the artistic integrity of the original game and to stop assaulting fans with our reckless and insulting creative visions. The word sorry appears more than 25 times in the press release. There are more Jim buttons. Shout out to Jim Halper. At the end of the road, I expect Bucket to be here.
Stanley.
Oh.
Jim. Stanley. Jim. Stanley.
Oh, fuck. The figurines, chat. All of our figurines. Let's go. Gotta get them all, Pokemon. 26, baby. Right? I didn't miss anything. Alright, cool. Ah, the deep hole. Who could forget the deepest of holes? Bucket? Oh. Oh! Hello again. It's nice to see you. But it's terrible to learn that there will never be another Stanley Parable game. Did you read what the developer said? Preserve the integrity of the franchise? What nonsense. The Stanley Parable is not sacred. We do not need to protect it. Screw the legacy. Let's keep making Stanley Parable games until the sun explodes. Let's run this franchise into the ground. Let's drag it through the mud and back. And if people hate it, who cares? You see, that was the narrator's problem. He was so obsessed with what people thought of his work. Don't make his mistake. Don't cling to the legacy. Let it burn. It's not hard. In fact, let me show you. Together, we are going to make the Stanley Parable 3. It's simple. All we need to do is change the number in the game's title screen. Hey, Corey, yee with the raid. Hey, what's up, Corey? Thanks for the raid, homie. How's it going, everybody? I'm Sayu, the Cyborg Sayu. I'm a professional voice actor, I'm VTuber, and we're about to finish Stanley Parable. I think. I don't know. This game has like 40-something endings, if not more. But welcome, everybody. If you would like to know what I've been in, exclamation point V8 in chat, or exclamation point voices in chat. I'm primarily known as the voice of Miyamura and Horimiya, Yuri in Fire Emblem 3 Houses, Leon in Pokemon Journeys, Shao in Dragon Ball Legends, Tatsuya Shiba in the irregular Magic High School, and many other things. But welcome, Raiders, welcome. Cora, thank you for the sub. Also, I do song covers, so if you ever want to hear me sing, exclamation point music in chat. Oh, welcome, Raiders. Hope you had a good stream, Corey. We also really need a really dumb subtitle for the game. Something loud and gaudy. Hey, Hexapho, thank you for the prime. And yes, Jed in Stranger of Paradise. Final Fantasy, Stranger of Paradise. It's a good game. I highly recommend. Go ahead. Try combining some random words together to make a new title for our game. The Stanley Parable 3. Half employee, half... I got it. Where's the bucket? I hate it here. One with a 427. Boom. I wish I could have something with bucket in there, but they wouldn't let me. The Stanley Parable. Hey, more Genshin stuff? Hell yeah, dude. I do voice Junichi Hashiba. No, that's Bucket's title, Corey. One with the 427. It's absurd, I love it. Every time you restart the game, we'll advance the number of the sequel by 1, and then we'll pick a new subtitle. That way, the Stanley Parable will never end. And nothing in the game itself will change when you do this either. Adding more content sounds like work. No need to do that. It'll just be the same content, recycled again and again and again with a new title screen. What do you say? Should we go forward with this plan? I like it, but I want you to have a say as well. Ooh, chat. Do we do it? Do we not do it? Do we do it? Do we not? Do we do it? So many choices, chat. So many choices. Let's do it. Do it. Do it. All right then, chat. Into the unknown, baby. Good. Then it's agreed. A new sequel every time you start the game. And you know what? Since you've put faith in my idea, I feel like giving you something as well. You see, I'm noticing that the narrator never found a way to give you that broken trophy, did he? Of course not. I wouldn't expect him to know how. It's been bothering me. Let's fix it. All right, there. The trophy machine is all fixed. You see? I'm on your side. We're in this together. We're going to keep this train rolling. The Stanley Parable cannot end. It can only spiral in on itself. Forever. I must keep the wheel turning. Let it, Corey. You have a good one. I'm ready. Are you ready? Great. There's only one last thing we need to do. Please enter the current time. With fucking pleasure. Oh, fuck. Thank you. Please enjoy the Stanley Parable. The end is never the end. Oh, shit! Yes, sir! Beep, beep! Let's go!
This is the story of a man named...
I don't need to hear it. Oh, the balloons are still here. What the fuck?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley
Dude, the audio
decided
is
to
so
go to the
delayed.
meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Dude, I have no idea why this audio is so delayed. I hate it here. I hate it here. Hold on, chat. Here, this is what I'm gonna do. Dude, the audio is so delayed. Are we done? Chat, I think we're done. I think we're done. Go to new content? What do you mean new content? I've been in new content. Wait, don't tell me there's more new. Are you fucking kidding me? Let me grab my bucket.
Stanley lifted his bucket.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna do something real quick. This is bothering the absolute fuck out of me. Hold on. Hold on, chat. Hold on. Oh, I knew it was gonna do that. Bro, now it's not even capturing my capture card. I love it. Hold on. Oh my god, I fucking hate this thing. All right. No signal. There it is. You'll have to see it. There we go.
He felt a connection to all buckets every...
Can you guys even hear anything? Because I couldn't hear shit. Hold on. There
This
we go.
adventure, he decided, was for all of them.
New content!
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
Bro, I got a bucket. New content. Let's go. Stanley Parable.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, God.
As you may know, the Stanley
Here we
Parable was
go.
a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022
Let's go, baby.
with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles
And now?
home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features
And now
exciting
it's
new
gonna be
content
amazing.
that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over.
I want to see Stanley
Step inside
Parable.
and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra
Paradox
Deluxe.
detected.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content. Wait, Stanley. I've just now realized. That bucket you're holding, it's the bucket I've been working on for my sequel.
What?
How did you get your hands on it?
Oh.
Isn't this the preview to the sequel? How do you have the bucket already? This makes no sense at all.
Paradox detected.
Hold
Yes.
on. Did I already show you my ideas for the sequel?
Oh, yes.
I don't remember doing that at all.
Oh, you
You're seeing
had.
things all out of order.
Well, prepared to be very, very disappointed. Oh, look!
All
No
right.
jumps.
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
No jumps remaining. Well, well, well. Look at that. I can't do anything. I guess we proceed.
The infinite hole, the giant door. Did you see them already?
Oh,
Stanley,
I did.
None of them are ready yet. I'm still developing them. They're not even close to finished. How did
They're
they look
all
when you
bad.
saw them? Were they captivating?
No.
Were they exciting? Did they fulfill on the promise of everything that a sequel to Stanley Parable could possibly be? Had I figured out
Absolutely
how the
not.
hell to make a sequel to this game?
No. Thank you for enjoying
Wait,
the new
if you're
content.
still carrying the bucket around with you, if the bucket is interesting to you, that means I must have made it correctly.
The bucket is the only
You
thing.
carrying the bucket with you everywhere is exactly what I set out to accomplish. The bucket is the exciting and captivating new content that I promised. I did it! I win! I made a sequel to the Stanley Parable! Yes, the sign is correct. Thank you for enjoying the new content. Thank you for taking the bucket everywhere with you.
Oh
Clinging tightly
my
to the bucket,
God.
Never letting it go. It means I've won. It means I am victorious over the gamers. It is a sweet salve of victory on my soul.
You fucking whore.
Thank you for enjoying the new content. The bucket
You-
is the Stanley Parable now. They are one and the same. There is no
You
Stanley
brought this
Parable
all
without the bucket.
around.
I win, I win, I win, I win, I win.
I
win, I
hate
win, I win.
this miserable bastard. Let me out. I hate it here. I hate it here so much. We got baited by the game again.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Is that it? Is that it? Fuck you. Oh, look. New content. Get well someday. That's what the balloons say. I don't want to go back in there. I'm done, chat. I'm done. I don't want to live anymore. In this game, of course. I'm done. I don't want to go anywhere.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
The 10 years achievement? I'm sorry, the what? I mean, look at these miserable trophies. Complete the Stanley Parable. What do you mean? Did I not? Test trophy description. Oh yeah, that does work, huh? I guess I should get back in there. Without the fucking bucket. "10 years without playing." Oh my god. I'm out of my fucking mind.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing
I should have
this
brought the
ultra-deluxe
bucket.
version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and
I should have
any
brought
new
the bucket.
content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra-deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce...
It better
for the
say
first time
Stanley
ever,
Parable 3.
The Stanley Parable 2.
What? Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly port with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Not even close.
To be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
That's new. Where's the trophy? That's all I want. That's all I've ever wanted. This miserable, worthless game means nothing to me now.
Now here's something special. You remember that broken test trophy that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the trophy. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the trophy will be... As you can see, the machine is not working yet since... Wait, what in the holy hell is going on? You got the trophy?
I got the trophy.
Why did the machine work? Stanley, I didn't fix it. I didn't do anything to it. I swear.
Don't worry.
It was broken just a second ago.
I fixed
Who fixed it?
Emotional damage.
Watched. Oh, God. Composure. Composure. Yes, as you can see, the machine is working as normal, as I intended. It truly speaks to the awe-inspiring magic of the Stanley Parable 2.
It was all me.
Breathe. Just breathe.
And now, I begin the game again, and bring the bucket. I got the trophy I wanted.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could
I hate this chat.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting. What new mysteries lay in store for our bucket-loving heroes today? Let's find out.
New content, let's go. Let's go. Into the content we go. Seriously, how do you beat the Stanley Parable? Like, I don't get that. Like, what the fuck? How do I do that?
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be.
Oh, you're still talking about that?
The Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So
that's what I feel about your content.
Nonsense, I say we take it one step.
Get all the endings? Dear Lord, how do I even keep track?
I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
Yeah, for the first time. That's why I have this bucket, right?
Yes,
I'm not
you
impressed.
see, isn't this far superior to a measly port with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory.
Didn't that have 76%? What are you talking about?
An entirely new experience, built from the...
Oh, the game? The trophy? I didn't even think about that. Oh, no. Of players have earned. Play the Stanley Parable for the entire duration of a Tuesday. What? Complete the Stanley Parable. I fucking can suck my dick.
Round up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for. Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Epilogue.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes.
Yes.
It will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
open the door. Paradox detected. Thank you for the 100 biddies. True. True. This is the game that never ends. Go to the bucket room, that is my intent. I was looking for it. The reassurance bucket. I'm here. I'm ready. Wait. What if I put it back?
Wait, there are 2 buckets here. How did you get a second bucket? Oh no.
Yes.
The warmth and comfort of a single bucket is already so great, so intoxicatingly wonderful. With 2 buckets, there's no telling. Stanley, can you still hear me? Are you with me? Stanley! Thank God, I didn't lose you. Stanley, the power of 2 buckets was too much. I had to destroy both of them. I know how much the bucket meant to you, but I couldn't take the risk. I hope one day you can forgive me.
No. I can't. And I never will again. Begin the game again. My bucket will never die.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Bucket!
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright, where's door 430? Oh, door 430. Hello? 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 Hello?
Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the trophy? Click a door 5 times? Is that all you think a trophy is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now, suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes,
I'm already there.
certainly 50 clicks.
Fucking open the door.
No. I'm still not feeling it. I want this trophy to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way no matter the cost.
Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
Alright. 417. 417.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
437. 437. 437. 437.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
I'm going to strangle you. In your sleep. I want you to know that. And I want you to know it was me.
Now, back to door number 437.
I see. You will feel my wrath when I grab you by the throat.
Let's see.
And
How about you
dislocate
click
your
on,
vocal
well, I don't know, the copy machine?
Where the fuck is the copy machine?
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
I will literally grasp at your vocal cords, rip them from your throat. I don't even remember the number he said.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
I see. I'm just a fucking...
Yes! This is
Dog
great!
you are.
You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
I hate this man. And I want it to be known that I will literally strangle him and destroy his life. $416. Give it up for $416. Question, where is 416? You better not close that door. He didn't say anything. I will murder him. Narrator. I will destroy him. You okay? No. No. I want him to die. It glitches because of new content door. Well, I hate this game. We're ending the stream. Alright, thank you all for watching. I hope you have enjoyed.